Hello everyone, my name is Gabby, and look, it's me. I'm back again for another unboxing video, and to tell you guys that I'm still here and I still exist. I bought another anime figure, let's talk about it. I think at this point you know what the deal is, so let's go. So you guys remember last time I bought a Dragon Ball figure, and I was talking about how I wanted to get a Gohan Beast figure, and I just didn't really like a lot of them because they all looked really edgy, and I just didn't really know what I wanted to do. Well, I guess I swallowed my pride or something like that, and I just decided screw it. Um, I got one anyway, so I got a Gohan Beast figure in the end. So yeah, that's basically it. So just want to talk about it and unbox it, and let's see how edgy it really is, and if it's the one I want, and yada yada yada. Because I know some people don't like Gohan Beast very much, or don't like the design very much, or think it's a bit of an ass pull or whatever. And it's like, on the one hand, I understand that, like it is kind of very pandery nostalgia fan service kind of thing, but on the other hand, like it's still really fun. I think it's really fun, and like if I don't buy the Gohan Beast figure, who is? I need to tell somebody that hey, I enjoy it when you let Gohan do a Gohan thing and do a big dramatic moment and that kind of thing. So might as well tell you financially with my wallet, and yeah, basically that's it. So yeah, the one I got was the Dragon Ball Super Superhero Blood of Saiyans Special XIV, which I think is 14, whatever that means. I mean, Blood of Saiyans is another line. They've been doing a lot of these, obviously. This is these. Here's better. Look, better view. Special 14. So yeah. Basically, you know what the thing is? I've started recording this on OBS now instead of iMovie, and there's one thing I realize I can do, and that is I can using the OBS is I can actually like put things in the recording while I'm doing a recording. So basically, if you're interested in hearing my stupid discussions and internal mindsets of like which figures I like more and stuff, here we go. Because let's do it because like why not? I prepared this in advance. I made this beforehand. So this is the all the Gohan figures that have been released recently ish. Well, actually, these are the ones that are recently ish that I can actually buy and I know how to buy. Um, no, I didn't include the Ichiban Kuji ones here. So, but this is basically my kind of discussion on okay. So like the last one, two, three, four, five there on the right hand side, they're all Gohan Beast ones. So it's like okay, which ones do I like more? Which ones am I going to buy? If because I'm gonna buy, I don't want to buy multiple, obviously, and like since I've been waiting a while, so it's like I've just got to figure this out. Like if I'm going to choose one, which one am I going to? One of them is the DXF one, which was like the first one that came out. And the preview picture looked absolutely ugly as hell. And they updated it with a different picture, which looks a bit less ugly, but also it's a very generic pose. And also, I bought the Ultimate Gohan in that DXF line as well. And it's basically the same stand, so it looks pretty much identical. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get that one. But if I'm not going to get that one, which one am I going to get? Because see, the one on the far right, the big one with the black background is the figure art zero, I think it's called. Now that is obviously a very super cool one. I would love that one, but it's like $200, and I'm not spending that much on a figure because there are other options at least for this. So the only other options are the one which I just show you, the Blood of Saiyans one with him doing the Makanko Support pose. There's also this I think like the Dragon History box or something, the one which has the aura and everything, but it's a bit smaller. And there's also this new one, which was it called? Let me check. I had it on. That's the Solid Edge Works line. But basically, the history box one and the Solid Edge Works one, they have him doing the smirk, and I just think the smirk is stupid. Like it's almost a meme. I like the smirk in people using it for the Utanoro memes. Like those are fun, but like I think it was stupid that Gohan did the smirk. I don't really like that part. To the point that I actually kind of like the fact that it seems like the manga isn't putting the smirk in. One change I can enjoy. So this is like the Blood of Saiyans one. It kind of just ends up with that because while it looks a little edgy, it's not him smirking, so it could be edgier. That is basically my silly internal logic about this and why I decided to buy this one, which you don't need a justification for why you want to buy things. I was just thinking too hard about this because basically I didn't want to buy a figure and then like later be like, wait, look at this fun. This figure is just like the figure I wanted to get, but just better. So I basically didn't want to waste my money like that, and like it's been how long since it's been to superhero? Like at least a year at this point. So I don't think they're going to release a whole bunch more Gohan Beast figures at least for a while. So that's my logic. That's it basically. It's actually been a while since it might have actually been a while since the figure was actually released. I honestly missed it when it came out because I used to use what was previously the Madman website and now being rebranded to Crunchyroll Store Australia. And I think ever since they got probably bought out by Crunchyroll and are now Crunchyroll Australia, I think they are not distributing as many Dragon Ball, like the band Presto Dragon Ball figures. Like they still have the SH Figure Arts ones, but a lot of the recent Dragon Ball figures I haven't seen on that website. And I was basically using that to follow things, so basically I didn't see it came out. And it wasn't until a few months later that I decided to check it again. And I was like, oh, it's already out on other places. It's just not on this website. So I got it somewhere else, and now I have it. And let's just, unbox it. Don't mind the thing here. This had like a thing that had like a price tag on it. They shipped it with the price tag. I tried to take it off, but that didn't really work very well. It's okay because I don't keep the boxes for these ones because they're only like $30, $40 anyway. So it's not a fancy box. You know, front, side view, back view, side view, top view is top view, and bottom is just it's not that fancy. It's just a normal typical box thing. It just has them at different angles and stuff. Like I said, a little edgy, but honestly, it's like it looks edgy from the distance, but if I look at it up close, how edgy is it really? That's basically the internal dilemma I have for buying something that's like $40, $40 Australian, maybe like $30 somewhere else. So anyway, let's unbox this, see what it really looks like up close. Open that up, take the box out, open it out, and take it out. Okay, it's in pieces, and that's it. Okay. Where's the oh, okay, interesting. I thought this would be one with a stand, but it does not have a stand. It just has the little thingy. So, I swear you could just normally just like open these things normally, but I'm just having to rip holes in them, but whatever. Ah, look at that. Look at that volume of the hair. You know, it's stupid, really. But it's definitely grown on me. Like that. I think I guess it's that simple, huh? And let's put this stand on his leg. Yep, that fits. Like that. Okay. If I turn it down, you can't really see it like that. So I'll just do it the usual way, which is like this. Okay, that is. So, yeah, like I said, I chose this because it was not him just smirking, it was him doing the Makanko Sapo, which I think is cute. And like, you look. I was basically just like, yeah, okay. If I look at the face, how edgy is it really? And it's a bit edgy, but it's not too bad. I think it's like I know I'm just keep saying this edgy, like almost what does that mean? And really, maybe I don't even know what it means. It is a very subjective term, and I can't even really describe what I would tell you would be described as edgy and what would be described as not edgy. That being said, about the figure itself, one thing I do like is I actually do like the coloring. I think it's actually really funny because it looks totally different in person than it does on my screen. Like my screen it looks a lot more blue, but in person it's a lot more purple. I guess it's just, the way this lighting works and the slightly less interesting webcam, and that's just how it works. But yeah, I think it's a very vivid purple, and I think it's great. And obviously, I think one other thing about the Blood of Saiyans is they do the metallic coating for the hair. I see people kind of almost go back and forth on whether or not, like, kind of just yeah, for like, I mean, yeah, for Super Saiyan and for like Ultra Instinct and for now for Gohan Beast, it's like, do you want it to be like metallic gold and silver, or do you want it to just more like kind of yellow or gray? It's kind of a back and forth, and I guess the Blood of Saiyans is one of the ones that did decide to color with the metallic coating, and I think it's cool. I think it is a choice. I guess I don't really have as much of an opinion on it. I know people do. I I don't really care. I think it's pretty good. One of the reasons why I did get this figure is because it is the Makanko Sapo pose. The Figure Art Zero also does the Makanko Sapo pose, and that even has a full-on, stand thing and like beam effects on it as well. But that's like $200. It's ridiculously expensive. I'm not getting back on. Yes. But the other ones are just like literally either he's just standing there or he's just smirking, and I'm like, I don't want the smirking. I like the Makanko Sapo because that's what the whole moment was leading up to. It's not the emotional climax is not Gohan smirking. Like, I am thinking way too hard about this, but that's just how what happens when you buy things and you try to justify your own purchases. But yeah, so I thought, this is like the only one that's actually accessible and decent price that has him doing the Makanko Sapo. There was an Ichiban Kuji of him doing the Makanko Sapo, but it was like the last one, which means there's like only one of them in an entire box, and it's ridiculous, and they're probably marked up to ridiculous prices because it's just in this lottery system. So, but this one is opposed and it's accessible, and like as edgy as it is, it also looks very accurate to the design in the show. It has the kind of darkly outlined eyes, and the red eyes are just very like you can really see the red eyes and the pupils. Like it actually does feel quite accurate. Maybe it is. I don't know if it actually is, but it feels like it is. So I actually do think it's a pretty good one despite my initial reservations of it, but I think it's actually pretty good. And of course, the hair, like the hair, it's like it's a fun it's a fun situation discussing people about Gohan Beast design because like yeah, if I was gonna design it, I wouldn't have done it like this, but like it doesn't look too bad, especially in certain angles where it's like the fact that his head is sort of tilted back like this, it also just means you don't have. It's not like the hair's just all standing completely up, or it's just all completely to the side, and it just looks ridiculous. It looks a bit more restrained, I guess, like this. So I just think overall it's pretty good, and I'm pretty glad that I got it in the end. Like I said, I wanted to get at least one Gohan Beast because I like Gohan and I like Gohan power ups, and I don't care if it's a stupid fan service thing made to make Gohan fans excited. I'm a Gohan fan. I got excited. Like I don't care if you're pandering to me. I'm just glad that you did pander to me instead of just pretending like I probably don't exist and doing that for the next 20 years of Dragon Ball material. So, it's fine. I'm going to do it. I'm going to enjoy this piece and crumb of fan service that I get. The only problem about this figure, I'm thinking now that I'm realizing it, is because of the pose, because of the way he does it, it is quite literally just like full on, just completely straight like that. So, which basically just means it's going to be a lot harder to put on a shelf because I mean, you could keep it like that, but that doesn't look as cool as him pointing at the screen, pointing at you, and actually shooting it out. But there's no real, that is a lot of space there. So, like the small indent in my bookshelf that I've been using to put figures on probably won't work. I'll probably unless I have to like pose it on the side like that. So I'm honestly not really sure what I'm going to do in terms of putting it out somewhere. But if I you'll like I said, if you do see it, if I figure it out, you'll find it. If you hang on, if I do it like Gohan is now pointing to the other Gohan figure. See, he's right there. He's right there. That was the one from my previous unboxing. Oh, I think it was the previous unboxing. Yeah, it's that. So that's where I managed to put the other Gohan. This one, who knows where I'll put it, but like I said, I do like it, and I like financially supporting Dragon Ball Super superhero. So under some vain hopes that Toei Animation and the rights holders are going to be like, hey, there's this random girl in Australia who really likes superhero. Maybe we should think about the fact that there are people who like these kinds of stories. So maybe make Daima more like that. I don't know. Make Gohan, bring Gohan and Daima. He wasn't in the teaser trailer. If you're gonna de-age everyone and you're going to forget about Gohan again, I I don't know what to say. I guess in a way kind of almost respect the hustle to trying to ignore that the character exists after you just made a movie where he was like the star, but I don't know, Dragon Ball. I know I haven't really said much about my thoughts on Daima, and I was thinking about making a video, but I think I can't really make a video unless I have something really in depth and insightful to say. And right now, I can't really say much because we don't really know much about it. It is a teaser trailer. We barely know anything really. We know a pitch of it, but how that is going to be as an actual story, I'm not sure. I feel like we have to wait until we get more details for me to really be able to actually have any idea of what's going on. Because the other thing is, oftentimes I feel like, oh, I've been following Dragon Ball for so long, then clearly I have an idea of what they're going to do next, but I don't. I'm really bad at predicting this series. Like, I'm really bad at it. It just doesn't do the things that I expect it to do ever, to the point that sometimes it gets me a bit annoyed. But at the end of the day, often as long as the end product is good, it's fine. I don't really care about pre-speculation, me getting disappointed, as long as I end up enjoying it in the end. Also, while we're checking in on things, I also really I I want to mention something. I also bought this a while back. This is an android of Arturia Casta from Fate Granddaughter. If you've played Fate Granddaughter, you've probably seen her. She is basically like the protagonist of the most recent story arc. Well, actually, no, it's one of the most recent story arcs that came out in the English version. It's been out in the Japanese version for like 2 years, hence why they already have an android of her. Um, I had an unboxing of this, but it was on my previous computer, and like literally, I think about the next day or so when I recorded it, and when I tried to edit the video, like my computer is basically dead now. So, that footage is lost, so I don't have the unboxing of that anymore. But I bought her because, yeah, like I said, if you've played Fate Granddaughter and if you've played Lost Belt 6, you know she's a great character and she's cute and I love her hat. She's great. As for other videos potentially what I could be doing next, that's a good question. Maybe you guys could give suggestions. Besides that, I know there's some more DBZA Hiffle, the Home for Infinite Losers web series, whatever it's called. I haven't actually reacted to that, and I said I probably was going to. So that's something probably to do in the future at some point. Besides that, I don't know. It's just like I guess talking about Daima potentially. Um, Besides that, like I said, you know what? Like it's literally the case that I have lots of thoughts, but I'm actually not sure. Like what things would be good as videos nowadays, especially nowadays. I don't know. I'm just here checking in to tell you, hey guys, it's me. I still exist. I bought a Gohan figure. I think Gohan Beast is cool, despite what everybody says about silly fan service pandering nostalgia stuff. It's silly fan service pandering nostalgia stuff for me. So of course I'm going to enjoy it. So, I just wanted to check in, tell everybody how I'm going, see how you're going, and besides that, I don't know. Just hope you're all having a good day, and I'll see you whenever. I'll see you next time.